How long have you been waiting? Waiting for the right time. Waiting to feel ready. Waiting for someone to believe in you before you believe in yourself? And while you wait, what's happening? Your dreams are gathering dust. Your potential is sitting there like an unopened letter, filled with everything you're meant to become, but never read, never lived. Don't wait. Because life doesn't wait for anyone. See, too many people walk around with the weight of what they could be, but they never become it. They wait for permission, for signs, for certainty. But let me tell you this, you don't become great by waiting. You become great by deciding. By standing up in the middle of your fear and saying, "This is who I am now." You're not here to be a someday version of yourself. You're here to become it, today, right now. We've been sold this idea that we have time. But tell me, what has later ever given you, besides regret? I remember talking to a man once, 65 years old. He looked me in the eye and he said, "I had so many chances to chase what I loved. But I kept saying next year. Now I'd give anything to go back." And you know what hit me? He didn't run out of time, he ran out of courage. He waited for certainty, for guarantees. But life doesn't come with a return policy. So let me tell you straight, if you're not becoming it today, you're building excuses for tomorrow. The longer you wait, the quieter your dream speaks. And one day, if you're not careful, you won't be able to hear it at all. There's a story I'll never forget. A young woman, single mom, 3 jobs, barely sleeping, barely surviving. But deep down, she had this burning desire to be a writer. Every night, after the baby was asleep, after work drained her body, she wrote. 10 minutes here, 20 minutes there. Not because she had time, but because she refused to wait. 5 years later, her first book became a bestseller. You know what she said to me? She said, "I didn't wait to become a writer. I wrote, so I became one." That's the secret. You don't wait until you are it. You do it until you become it. So what's your dream? What's calling you from the inside out? Because it's not asking you to be perfect. It's asking you to start. The reason you're not becoming it is because you keep telling yourself stories about who you're not. I'm not smart enough. I'm not ready. That's not me. Let me tell you this, those stories, they're not facts. They're just familiar pain. They're the echo of someone else's fear that you adopted as truth. But you get to rewrite the story. And rewriting doesn't start with proof. It starts with belief. A man once told me he couldn't start a business because no one in his family ever did. I told him, that means it's time for someone to go first. Don't wait to feel worthy. Don't wait to be chosen. Choose yourself. You want to become it? Kill the version of you that keeps apologizing for wanting more. Because the only thing standing between you and your next level is the story you keep telling yourself about why you can't. Let's be honest, becoming the person you're meant to be, it's not easy. It hurts sometimes. It costs you comfort. It costs you old friendships, bad habits, lazy thinking. But pain isn't the enemy, waiting is. Because pain is a signal you're moving, that something is stretching. And if you avoid that, you avoid growth. I once worked with an athlete who tore his ACL right before his big shot. Everyone told him it was over. But he used that recovery period to become mentally unshakable. He visualized, studied tape, sharpened his focus, and he came back stronger. Why? Because he refused to wait to become a champion. He chose to be it every single day, injury or not. So stop avoiding discomfort. It's the doorway to the version of you you're hungry for. Tonight, I want you to do something. Stand in front of a mirror, look into your own eyes and ask, am I being the person I'm meant to be, or am I still waiting? Be honest, because that mirror doesn't lie. It doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't care about your fear. It shows you who you are and who you could become. And if that gap hurts, that means you're still alive inside. That means there's still something worth fighting for. But only you can close that gap. Not tomorrow. Not next year. No. You've waited long enough. You've waited for clarity. You've waited for courage. You've waited for signs from the universe, for someone to show up and say, "It's your turn." But here's the truth: no one is coming to rescue you, because you were never meant to be rescued. You were meant to rise. So stop waiting. Become it. Become the writer, the leader, the parent, the warrior, the lover, the legend. Whatever it is that's burning inside you, don't wait for someone to give you permission. Give it to yourself. Own it. Claim it. Be it. Right now. Because the clock is ticking. And every second you spend waiting is a second you could spend becoming.